But I think you're on that vibration.
Yeah.
But a lot of the question I actually get asked a lot, and I'm going to ask you so you can tell the people, is how do you raise your vibe when you're low? So like we're all human, right? You're obviously going to have some low days, and sometimes you can't even explain it, right? And I always just say like like if I have a low vibe, I'm just like, I recognize I'm like, I'm a bit flat today. Maybe there's no reason for it.
Yeah.
But then I'll just start saying shit to myself. Like I said the last day, I was like, something good is going to happen to me today.
Yeah.
Something good is, I kept telling myself that. And then that's when I was telling you, Eric from the book messaged me and was like, yeah, I'd love to come on your podcast. I was like, you have to pull yourself out of it, you know?
It's mind over matter. Like it really is. And that's not to say that it's easy either. Like your brain is the most complicated thing ever. So it's not as simple thing of being like, I'm happy now. You really do have to speak to yourself kindly, I think is a really important thing. But also I think recognizing as well, look, I'm having a shitty day today. And that's it. You're having a shitty day today. Okay, be kind to yourself today then. What is things that you can do that make you feel good? Whether it's like having a self-care kind of evening. I always feel better after that. If I have a shitty day, I just feel like I need to wash the day off me. If I just do all my little bits and pieces, go the extra mile, you know, use all your nice smelly creams and whatnot, that you just feel really good afterwards. I feel like I'm kind of washing the negativity off as such. But I think doing things that you really enjoy, no matter how big or small, and even if there's not necessarily to have another outcome, only for it to make you happy. Does that make sense? So say for me, before makeup became my job, obviously it was such a thing where it was just something that I enjoyed doing so much. I just loved it. When I would feel stressed or whatever, I would sit down and do my makeup, and that's when I would get lost in what I was doing, my flow. I'd get into the flow of things and do that. But now obviously it's become more so my job, that there is obviously different stresses kind of attached to it. So now I have to find something else that kind of relieves me completely, which is reading for me. And I always feel better after I read then as well. So that would be the thing I would say, is if you're feeling you've got low vibrations, you really have to talk yourself out of it in your brain, really speak positively, and then do something that you enjoy that will also help to lift your mood. I really think doing stuff is important.
It's so important. You've got to take action.
Yeah.
It's like, it's all about the action and recognizing, okay, this shit has got to change. And exactly. I have to do it. What kind of books do you read?
Oh, I don't, this is the thing though as well. I've read manifestation books and everything before, and like self-help books, but when I read, I don't want to educate myself. Again, this is me trying to just cleanse and like distract myself, and really, again, because I'm such a visual person, I love reading fantasy books.
Okay.
Like they're my favorite. I just finished the Fourth Wing series. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
I don't read any fantasy
or
anything like that.
I love it. It's about dragons, and it's the best thing ever. I love it so much. But for me, I get so much enjoyment out of that because I love visualizing everything. And for me, it kind of takes me out of the world a little bit. And I'm like so excited by what I'm reading in the book, or, you know, the characters and whatnot, that I just love that. And again, I think that's important too. Before, when I was trying to read, say like self-help books, or I was really putting myself in this place where I was like, right, I need to get better. I find I was actually putting more pressure on myself as well sometimes, that it's like, not everything you do needs to have a purpose of almost like getting yourself better. You can do something to enjoy it, just to enjoy it. And that in itself will raise your vibrations.
I love that.
Does that make sense?
It makes total sense.
Yeah.
Like we don't all, like I just personally like the manifest books and different books like that. But like we can do stuff just to do it because we like it.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's such an important thing, because say, for example, me, I remember I was trying to read this book before and I just couldn't get into it. It was, I think it was, I can't remember what book it was, but it was some sort of manifestation book. And I was getting annoyed at myself then because I wasn't retaining the information and I wasn't able to take it in. So here's this thing that was supposed to be helping me, where I wasn't in the space to be able to take it in right then, and I was trying to force something as opposed to just doing something that's like I was supposed to be relaxing. Do you know, that kind of way? So I think you can go between the two, but it's just knowing what makes sense for you and kind of knowing yourself is really important.